Hi, let's keep it simple, silly. Silly, I don't want to call you stupid. That's so mean. Keep it simple, silly. Alright, let's man up and play this game. Does anybody remember the 6 to the 7 in the last game? When to bank. When to shoot a bank shot. The same exact position, pretty much. The cue ball was here, the 6 ball was here, and the 7 ball was here. And we drew it off the 6 ball and came down for a straight-in shot on the 7. Then we had trouble getting back up on the 8, which was somewhere around here, so we had to shoot a bank shot. If you didn't watch the last video, I'll link it below in the description. Same situation, and the funny thing is, this video was shot in June, a month later, and apparently I learned my lesson. And I shot it right this time. But before we go on to this actual rack, let's look at the 1, let's look at the 2. We want to get high on the 2 so we can get back down table on the 3. Now, a lot of guys would get here on the 2, which is the right thing to do. But then they would put top right on it. And this is because they're not thinking ahead. And because of that, they're getting in all kinds of trouble. So if you're not used to thinking ahead, at least up to the 5 and 6 ball, and if you're getting overwhelmed by it, my best advice is just stick with it and practice it, and throw all 9 balls out, and don't shoot the 1 ball until you have the whole table figured out and where exactly you want to be and where the lines are and all that stuff. It gets easier. The more you do it, the easier it gets, and the faster you'll get about it. So you don't have to worry about just sitting there for 10 minutes figuring a rack out while your opponent gets pissed off. You'll get faster. That's a promise. But you have to practice, and you have to stick with it, even if you go home with a headache. Take some time for yourself and throw all 9 balls out, and don't shoot the 1 ball until you know exactly where you want to be on the 9, the 8, the 7, and every other ball. Even if you're wrong, because what you're doing is you're training your brain to think the right way. You don't just get down there and start shooting balls. You're going to get in trouble every time. But the reason we don't want to put top right on this 2 ball and come down to that side of the table, the far side of the table, is because when we shoot the 3, look where the 4 is. When we shoot the 3, we don't want to maneuver through all this traffic, especially this 6 ball. So if we go 2 rounds, get back out on the 4, we have the 9 to worry about, the 8 to worry about, and the 6 to worry about, and the scratch to worry about. It's too much to worry about. So we're going to keep it simple and come down right here and just draw back to center table off the 3. We don't have to worry about any scratches. We don't have to worry about hitting any balls. We just kind of have to maneuver around this 6 ball. Okay. As for the 5 and the 6, the 7 and the 8 and the 9, it's easy. The 7's right in front of the pocket. The 6 is probably going to be shot down there in the corner. The 9 is obviously going in this corner. And the 5, there's a number of ways we could play this 5. Let's proceed and see how we play it. So this is what I should have done on the 6 ball on the last game. You're kind of pushing it over, but you're staying high and you're keeping the angle. And again, a lot of guys would put top right on this 3 ball to get on the 3 ball, but they're not thinking ahead. The best way to do it is just come straight down. There's no balls in the center of the table except for this 6. This 6 is all we have to worry about. We have to get past the 6. But not too far past it to where we have to bank the 3. We don't want to wind up doing that. So practice this shot. It's a bit touchy and it's different on every table. That was just dead center. No English, no bottom, no top, no side, no nothing. And now all we have to do is go one round, bounce out on this 4-ball here. Easy enough. This 5 does go past this 7 here. You got to be careful with it. Apparently, we're shooting this 4 and just going one round back out on the 5. You don't want to hit that 7. That's a train wreck waiting to happen. It's going to push the 7 down here, and 7 and 8 are going to get locked up, and you're not going to be able to run out. So if you decide to shoot a 7-ball in half of a pocket here, make sure you can do it, and make sure your position while shooting the 4-ball is absolutely perfect. And I drew that ball, obviously, and you have a little bit of an angle, but it's basically straight in. I just have to be very careful here. Take a little more time aiming. You don't want to hit that 7-ball. And the only mistake I make in this rack is I didn't bounce out far enough. I could have afforded to just get straight in on this 6 and pretty much stop it, shoot the 7 in the side. We want to get close to, I don't want to go around, I don't even want to hit a rail after shooting this 8-ball. I just want to shoot it here and pull out for a shot on this 9. That's just kind of the way I play pool. Other guys have their own styles and they like to use the rails. But in this case, the 8 is far enough out from the rail. It's 2 or 3 inches. And I can hug this rail because of where the 7 is. So I have the luxury of getting very close, if not on this rail with the cue ball, and keeping a perfect angle to get out on this 9-ball. So this is the hardest shot I have in this rack, and it's not hard. You can go one rail here. And you're probably going to wonder why I left an angle and why I didn't draw back. And number one, I didn't want to take a chance of scratching in the side, so I didn't want to put too much draw on this. And, well, I'll explain it when we get to the 7. Yeah, make sure your aim is right. Take a deep breath there. This is not an easy shot. It's very missable. But just be careful with it. Keep straight stroke. And you're probably thinking this cue ball is going to wander down table because I'm on an angle. But we can cheat this pocket and we can pretty much kill the cue ball right in front of the pocket. We might go down a hair. But it's okay. The point is I want to get on this rail or as close to this rail as I can. So we can cheat the pocket and stop the cue ball right there. We don't have to go down table. These pockets are big enough to do that. That's just a stun shot, stop shot with a tiny bit of an angle. And I have the angle from the 8 to get back out on the 9. I just have to put a little bit of bottom on it to pull it out for center of the table for an easy shot on the 9. Keep it simple, silly. That's it. There's a lot of stuff coming up. New playlists, new advanced banks, advanced 8-ball. Going out, doing the road with Donnie Long, matching up, playing tournaments, all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of drills in my old videos. Banks, the subject of banks keeps coming up, and even when I'm like not on YouTube and I'm out there in the pool world, and people are wanting me to cover banks, and everybody's playing banks, which is a great game. I can see why they love it. So, but for now, look up at the title of the Brumback drill, which I invented. I didn't invent it. John Brumback does it every time he gets to a pool table. I just picked up on it and named it the Brumback drill because he does it, and it's a great way not just to practice that long route bank, but to get aggression out, because you kind of have to shoot it hard. And it's a great way to loosen up your stroke and get your stroke straight. If you're feeling any nervous energy before a tournament, do the Brumback drill, and that will help you not only get your aggression out, but or your nervousness out, and all that energy, and help you relax. But it will also increase your confidence if you're making it, and it's not as hard as it might appear to be. So for now, and the drills, I have a lot of drills. If you guys haven't gone through this whole playlist, I recommend doing it. There's a lot to learn. That's a lot of good stuff coming up. I'm going to make a new trailer. I know you guys are getting sick of this old trailer, and I'm going to try to give you a preview of what's coming up on this channel. It's going to be fun. I hope you guys are improving. Peace to all y'all and your families. Keep stroking, man. Keep pushing. You can do this.